First fish of the day, guys. Probably 3 minutes into it. Just been making a handful of casts with this square bill. So we're just kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. Not a super large fish, but that's a good way to start the day. Didn't get out as early as I meant to today. It's probably about 6:45 or 7 o'clock. Just barely getting in from the boat ramp here. Figured I'd kind of work my way around here. Unfortunately, I forgot to charge my sonar battery, or rather I thought it was charged already, but so I'm not really going to be able to identify what's going on out deep or see any activity of what's going on underneath the surface. So, oh, another fish. Ooh, missed one. So I'm gonna have to just rely on the cover I can kind of see and just kind of, I guess, using my instincts on how deep it is and what's going on under there, but we'll see if we can figure them out anyway. First cast with the fluke up over this tree in the water here. Another little guy. I'm doing with this fluke, I was just kind of casting it out. Kind of the same thing you do with a hard jerkbait, just kind of giving it kind of a twitch pause, letting it kind of sink and flutter down a little bit. And that one, I didn't feel the bite, but I saw my line jump. And that is something when you're fishing, especially weightless plastics, that's kind of a big deal, is just kind of watching how your line is, like where your line enters the water. And then if you get a bite, you'll see your line jump a lot of the time, or start moving when it shouldn't be moving. A lot easier to do on a calm day than a windy day to see your line move like that. Another little one, I think, here. Yep, jumped out. That's all right. Wasn't super large. Caught that one just kind of casting out in the middle again. Haven't actually really got much for bites up near the bank, or even around all this woody cover. So I don't know if that's actually the deal, is I should just be casting out in the freaking middle the whole time with my square bill that doesn't even really dive very deep. This time will tell. Wish I had some sonar capabilities that would help me feel a lot better about fishing off of the bank. Should probably just listen to the signs of what the fish are telling me, though. Oh, missed it. There's a bunch of little minnows getting chased by some fish, so I just abandoned the cast I was on and went for it as quick as I could. Nice. I think it's the first time this has ever happened, but I just caught a fish on my crankbait when I had my line wrapped around my hook. So it wasn't actually going in the water, it was just twirling around the top. But I was actually hopeful I would catch something anyway, because I could see him chasing those minnows across the top. It worked out. That was kind of cool. Man, that guy ate it as I was lifting it up out of the water. Nothing but tiny fish so far, guys, but it's been kind of a fun morning. It's making me feel a little bit better about the square bill. Honestly, I hardly ever throw this bait. Seems like I always either go for a lipless crankbait when I'm fishing up shallow, or a deep diving crankbait. I very rarely throw this square bill. So maybe that'll Maybe I'll be a better fisherman because I'm getting some confidence in this bait. Definitely catching fish on this shallow diving crankbait in places that are not nearly as shallow as what I would have normally thrown it. So it's been educational. Ooh, it's actually, oh no! Oh, I hope you guys saw that. That was actually a really good crappie. That was not a bass. That was a really, really good crappie. This one feels a little better. Really, the pattern for me today has just been kind of... Oh, freaking came up. Oh, no? Actually, I think I just came off of that fish and another one came and ate it. Wow. But, oh, that sucks. Anyway, I think the pattern for me has been mostly just seeing riffles on the water and kind of seeing little minnows getting chased around. I just go cast over there and get bites. That's been basically the deal. I haven't really found any fish today on any sort of cover or anything like that. I haven't really noticed any patterns with depth. Well, it seems like more have kind of been out to the middle than not, but or off the bank than not, but that's mostly just due to that's where I've been casting, because that's where I'm seeing the blow-ups and the minnows getting chased around and stuff. Ah, sucks that I missed that one. I don't think it was like a monster, but it was pulling a little bit of drag. That would have been nice to land. Got one on the first cast on the drop shot. See if I can keep it pinned. Nope. Son of a gun, dude. Just missing all of the fish today. That was a decent one. That was a fun bite. Had a good jump on me. That'll happen, I guess, when you're using those tiny little hooks. Don't have a whole lot of depth to them to keep them pinned. Another good one. Well, yeah, decent. That one hit it pretty good. It's coming at me now. All right. Got a pretty bad cut on one of my thumbs here, so that's why I'm being kind of weird in how I'm grabbing this thing. I actually had that guy pinned pretty good with that little mosquito hook. Lost my plastic, but that's okay. Yeah, probably pound and a half, pound and 3/4, somewhere in there. Hey, bud. Another semi-decent fish. I see this one's in the 1 to 2 pound range again. This one's another one on the drop shot. Oh yeah. Yep, just about like that last one. And lost another plastic. Darn it. Pretty healthy, so maybe a pound and a half. That was a fun release. Alright, so that one was a bad example, but I've been throwing this square bill. Dang it. I've been throwing this square bill a little bit more because I wanted to catch one and then explain to you what I was doing. For the most part with the square bill, where I've been getting a lot of bites. The retrieve I've been doing is I'm kind of like reel, stop, you know, just like this. And it's something about those pauses, just, I don't know, keeps them interested when they're following it, or it gets them interested, or I don't know what it is, but it seems to be effective. So I wanted to make sure to share that with you. Oh, just got one actually on the pause there. I felt him thump it. I missed him. So, but wanted to just share that with you guys. I know I harp on that a lot, so you may be tired of hearing it, but you know, how you retrieve the bait is one of the more critical things in bass fishing, so I want to make sure you guys know what the hell I'm doing, whether it's right or wrong. Wow, first cast with that swim jig, seriously. That was cool. I'm like stuck up on the bank here, but I wanted to cast it real quick since I just got it tied on. Just cast it out kind of towards the deeper part. Started, I think I actually detected a bite on the fall, but I didn't connect with it. And then as I was reeling it in, I was reeling it like kind of slow, just trying to kind of keep it up over the bottom, but keep it swimming. And that guy thumped it. It's that Picasso 3/4 swim jig again. I freaking love that thing. I did upgrade, if you saw my last video where I broke off on a probably 6-pound bass, I did go ahead and upsize. I'm using 17-pound test now, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Wow, what a freaking sweet bait, guys. So here it is again. Picasso again. I don't know the color, some sort of bluegill type color, but just freaking love the way this jig looks. And I've just got some, you know, store brand swim bait on the back of it. It's kind of crooked now after catching a couple fish in kind of a green pumpkin color. Tiny fish on the 4-inch drop shot Senko. Unfortunately, this may have to be my last one. I was actually planning on not being good today, and I was going to skip church. But my wife has notified me that we have agreed to be greeters today and shake people's hands when they come in and such. So I guess I better not do that, and I'm gonna have to leave probably like right now-ish in order to make it on time. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm actually gonna make like probably like 5 more casts with that 8.5-inch worm. I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up showing you guys the footage, but I ended up getting bit off on it like 3 times. I'm not sure. It's probably just small bass eating it, and they're just eating the tail, and then when I set the hook it rips it in half. But anyway, I'm gonna make a handful more casts around here real quick before I go home, and then I'm gonna book it that direction. So if this is the last you see of me today, thank you guys for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.